Hey, Tubies, this is Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be here with you. Ooh, you guys are awesome. Well, here we are. It's Saturday, and you know what that means? Time for our Saturday seance. That's right, here we are. Well, before we get into that, I want to just say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had a wonderful time. We were talking about collections, magical collections, and I showed some of my magical wands and some of my jewelry. And, you know, if you enjoy collecting, you definitely want to see that video. It'll help you think about what you collect and some of your magical, sources for that. Anyways, also, just to give you an update. Now, you all may remember last week I was on the channel panel. Rob Gauthier and his fiancee, Kalina Angel, hosted that. And it was a wonderful time. And I've been having such a great time since then because I've been meeting all these wonderful psychics, talking to them, having a great time. And, it's just great. So I want to give you guys an update. I think this next week they will be releasing a taped version of the channel panel. And you can buy that. I'm going to put a link here down to thechannelpanel.com. And you can go over there and talk to Rob. Haven't checked it today. I don't know if they've posted the pricing yet. But definitely go over there, check it out. If you didn't get to attend the channel panel, you can buy the full show now. It is available for purchase. I think it's on DVD or electronic download. But anyway, so definitely you want to check that out, okay? So go to thechannelpanel.com. Wonderful. Well, it's Saturday, and this is time for our seance. And for those of you who are new here, this is a weekly tradition. We all gather here, and I go into trance. I am a trance channel. And when I go into trance, the consciousness of the spirit guides overshadows me, and they speak through me. And that is how it happens. They come through me. And if you've never been to a seance before, this is actually a very old channeling. It goes back actually thousands of years. The ancient Greeks used to do channeling. And I was trained earlier in the spiritualist church in my life, in my younger years. And so we used to gather at mediums' houses on the weekends. So like today, this is like our virtual seance. So, if you were here in my house, which in a sense you are, I'd say just pull up your chairs here around my chair. We're going to have a little circle. And that's all we do. That's how it happens. So you just gather your chairs. I'm going to do all the work. So I'm going to go into trance. All you got to do is sit back and relax. So I'll see you when I get back. As always, it is a great pleasure to be here with you. I am drawn to the light here. The collective energy of your souls is warming to my soul. This is the reason why it is so important that you let your soul light shine. Those of us in the spirit world are sensitive to the vibrations on the earth, and we can feel the energies around you. When you are a soul such as I was, trapped in the darkness, the soul glow of a healthy, positive, vibrant soul is energy which rejuvenates and illuminates the soul that is lost. When I first arrived here to the spirit world, I was immensely joyed to find how many people's light was warming to me. It was from that place of darkness that I began to see the light, and it was the faint glow in the distance. It was the light of the Godhead, as well as the light of the souls that resided with the Godhead. It is my salvation, and has brought me renewed life. You must understand that when you die, your soul will not die, only your body dies. That which remains is your consciousness and your etheric body. The etheric body is a replica of the physical body, and it has all senses intact. If you felt cold in the physical body, you will feel cold in your spiritual body. If you felt heat in your physical body, you will feel heat in your spiritual body. The difference being that the spiritual senses are highlighted to a far greater degree, and it is this awareness that makes one ever so sensitive. When there is a blending between the physical body and the spiritual body, when they are in harmony, the human senses are more acute, and thus this accounts for the psychic reality. Please try to understand that your senses are part spirit and part physical, and to deny either would create imbalance. So we invite you this day to meditate and see if you can merge your spiritual senses with your physical senses. Visualize your spiritual body and visualize your physical. See them as two separate entities, though exact copies of each other. The etheric body is somewhat lighter in form and shape, but it is very ephemeral. Let the ephemeral blend with the physical, and then you will understand the balance between the physical and the spiritual. When they work in harmony, as they are meant to do, much more joy comes to life, for you can appreciate, sense, and know even more. My name is Alfred. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. Such a blessing to be here with all of you. You know, I was listening to my dear Alfred here. I was so very pleased with him. With such wisdom he does. You know, it took me much longer than he to grasp these spiritual truths. He's been over here a very short time, yet he has progressed immensely, farther than even I have. Is an example for all of us that if we open our minds to spiritual truth, the spiritual truth will come to us and we will grow in the light. It's very true that over here all beings have a luminosity. Your earthly eyes would be shattered were you to look upon the Godhead with your physical eyes. The physical eyes can only take you so far. And as Alfred said, it is the spiritual senses where true power lie. On earth, when you think that you see a ghost, yet others around you do not see the ghost, it is most likely your spiritual eyes that are working for you. The spiritual eyes allow you to see between the worlds. It allows you to see beyond the veil. And actually, it is like opening a door into our world. And so Alfred is very correct. If you adjust your physical eyes to be in harmony with your spiritual eyes, if you merge the two, as he said, you have great power. Oh, you know, when I was on earth, I wish that I had even begun to even consider such concepts. You know my neighbour Madge, she always said, Rose, come join our circle. We're experimenting with spirit communication. And you know, I used to think she was so daft. I used to laugh. I used to close my door and just chuckle away. I used to say, oh, my dear, that lady is so mad. She's absolutely mad. But you know, the truth is when I came over to the spirit world, she had been here before me and greeted me and welcomed me. And she has a brilliance that far outshines my light. So we'll see, we must be careful how we judge, for on the earth things are not always as they appear. So many of the world look at things through the material eyes, but if they were to look through the spiritual eyes, they would have greater wisdom, greater power. Do not make yourself ignorant by shutting out the spirit world. Human beings are body, mind, and spirit. And you cannot be a complete human with only 2/3. The whole world is mad after intelligence today, thinking that the mind, the brain, the human brain has all power. Do you know the power of the brain, though it is great and immense, yes, it's true, it's only limited. It's only 2/3 of the equation. If you do not add the spiritual mind to it, then it is limited and temporary. The spiritual mind allows you to consider things beyond that which you can know. So this is why I used to laugh at the spiritualists during my earthly life. I used to say, what are they doing? Talking to the dead? How daft. There's no life after death. At least none that I could see. Oh, I suppose, I did go to my church, and my vicar said, Rose, someday you'll be in heaven with the Lord. I said, oh, yes, vicar, that's very nice, thank you. Yes, well, I have to go to a party now, you see. Couldn't really be bothered. Just could not be bothered to really examine that truth and understand it. But you see, the true reality is that the spiritual eye sees, the spiritual mind knows. And the spiritual heart has a capacity for love that transcends any human ability. Since coming over here, since my death, well, the truth is nobody really ever dies, but since I've crossed over into this world, the spirit world, I've seen such great examples of love here. There are people here who glow with a brilliance that would literally burn your eyes out if you were to see through your earthly eyes. And I've inquired of other spirits here. I've said, how do these souls grow so brightly? What is their secret? And you know what I was told? The great brilliance of the soul comes from their capacity to love. The souls with the greatest love have the greatest light. So if you want to know where true power is, what true knowledge is, what true giftedness is, it's located in the heart. When I was in India, they taught me about the heart chakra. The heart chakra, it's right in the middle of the chest, a luminous ball of green light. Well, it really exists. I've seen the chakras over here, and I can verify that they do exist. But I never mastered that when I was alive on earth, at least in the body. But over here, I've started to work on it. And as I've let that heart chakra reign, I've started to glow brighter myself. Oh, my dears, I won't lie, I've a long way to go until I'm like some of these angels over here. But it is joy for me in my soul to know that I can bring a little more light to my own world. And in turn, I have more light to share with you. Each of you have called on me. You do know I've responded. You've each felt me. You've smelt my perfume. Yes, I do wear my lovely perfume. And sometimes I enter the room with a little grandiosity and style and stir things up. If you notice, occasionally I'll enter a room and I'll make a curtain fly across the way, or I'll make something flip over, a light go up. No, I don't mean to wreck your house, my dears, but it's a sign that my power's growing. As my luminosity grows, as I work with the love of the heart, I have more love in me and more love to give all of you. So Alfred is doing such immense work here, wonderful work, very important. He's helped me to remind me about the spiritual lessons that I need to work on. You see, my dears, when you die, you don't actually just cease to exist. You have a choice. You can either stay where you are, you become a ghost, be earthbound, or you might find yourself, if you're really wretched, in purgatory, like I was. Or you will find yourself in a realm of brilliant light. There is these choices, and we've had myriad others, but these are the main ones. And so I invite you, don't go to purgatory. Start to work on your heart, work on your soul, work on your soul light. And then you will glow brighter than the stars, and you will be beautiful. And that, my dear, is a beauty that is eternal. It will last forever. And your beauty will never fade. Your earthly beauty will fade. Your body will decay. And someday you will die, at least in the flesh. But if your soul is beautiful, it will glow forever. And that is where true joy and love and power are. I invite you this day, my dears. Look into your heart. Ask God to be present. Let his light illuminate you. And you will glow like the angels, my dear. Fletcher says that the power is growing weak, so I must be stepping from the body. But I do thank you very much for allowing me to be here with all of you today. And I send you my love. And as the power begins to wane now, please know that I will not forget you, but that I will come to you when I can. Please call me Sir Rose, help me. I will be there for you. You'll not be alone. Hey, Tubies. This is Psychic Bob. Well, I tell you, there's nothing like a good channeling session just to lift my heart and soul. Really makes me feel good. I love to channel, and I'm so honored to have the chance to be here and to channel for you. And I want to say thank you. So many of you have sent me such beautiful letters and posted such wonderful comments on my channeling videos and said how much the spirit guides have been helping you. And, you know, that's what it's all about. I'm here and hopefully being a good channel, letting them do their work so that everybody can get blessed. If you enjoyed today's trance channeling seance and you want to learn more about my spirit guide Rose, you might want to pick up this book, Messages from Rose. It's available over at my website at robert-hickman.com. You can pick that up over there. There's a tab up the top that says books and bookstore, and you can get them. Now, also, you know, this week we also had yesterday reading from this book, which is Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. That's also available at my site. So you got Messages from Rose. We got Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. And, you know, for my Halloween fans out there, we've got Ouija Mysteries as well. So I think you want to check all these out. So you see, there's a whole lot of reading options for you. You want to work on your spiritual lives. You want to pick up some spiritual literature and join the scene. So there you go. And there are a few other books over there, but these are ones that I think a lot of you would like at this time of year. So pop on over to robert-hickman.com. Well, you guys rock. I love you. Thank you for all the letters. Tomorrow is Sunday, so you want to make sure to be back here on Sunday. I think we're going to do a Sunday stroll. I think so. You know, y'all been saying, say goodbye, go for a walk. We want to see the trees. We want to go outside. All right, I'm here. Say goodbye's hearing you. So I think Sunday we're going to have a nice stroll. Would you like that? An autumn stroll? I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, well, you be back here tomorrow for that. In the meantime, if you want to show Psychic Bob some love, like this favorite, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. We'd sure love you to be here. You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you for being here. Keep it here. As I said, tomorrow we're going to have our Sunday stroll. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you then. And of course, next week we'll have another Saturday night seance. Blessed be.